when near way a year or featuring where's Ofriamposa featuring Samini 2007. Now yet was so amount Dr. Edward Omane Boamah Doc Martin.
Abena mejoso.
Akwabanso.
Yenya. Minfanchi akesi mao. Ene team ewa Adom FM hanyina. Na minchia watiefo.
Okay.
And so
me da say na part mo te saying
oh nyame Adom.
Sa
Nyame Adom. Enema kosenia ya hyehyɛ no. Senior unim no.
Yeah.
You launch your campaign no over the weekend. Ewo Tamale. I know the me did the same one cause I'm a reporter say koba ababe chirao. Ahokika ne wo mu. Potent messages in someone utimi hu say ehye Ghana for in crying. If you say Ghana for any da so asa. Ye ka na nya ne say amanyosem nti na ye ka. O de tutu se bra omampani Mahama ode Ghana ehye MPP nsa na oka dollar na so obi dwen ye krampo sinka CD exchange for the dollar a betra for aqua contra 10 na kwa akotra 15 na me gidi say dwadini biara ni wa nkobeji edida because ade na ton around 3.8 and 4.2 eba ne saying ena epeja ne ho a double ye crampa ebianka 8.4 Ghana ni bia ni ho a odwen ho look one ye maame nom ye nuanom ewa abuso okan shi ekasa umusun ye fi se enema no se omo na kofa ye o se obi na kofa de bre omo ye de abre omo no na ne bo no esisa because the next time anipa ne sa kofa nema ne biem no dollar na ode kofa efi abrochire ayeden e de aba enti dollar no nso enjina faako ena nya se eba fam ekosoro obi ani ho a ogidi yeda fi se MPP aban omo campaign ne fapem ene se economy omo ba be economy ni ye from taxation to production and ne hwe taxes plethora of taxes eto aban yi epia egu Ghana for so obi ekrade o Ghana okrao ana obi edi bibi mane yenuanom aikwafo yi bibi wa brochire omo wa brochire ebia eka na ode bre obi se yemfa nya adwuma ebia emfa nhwe aine maame ana ne papa yemfa nhwe ne babia wo hwe taxes a egusua na enya de ketwa wenum nya ne yesida bi e wo se yesisem and that is the change.
Okay.
Change, is to reset Ghana. Ene oto ade a yento. Emabunu unemployment. A jumpy all the way to over 14%. Ghana car yede. Ye hand over ama MPP abai. Na eda 120 billion Ghana cedis. All the way from the days of Osaspo Takwame Nkrumah. And there is over 700 billion Ghana cedis. Abba, one multiply Ghana car yede by almost 7 times. When ya omambu papa. Na when na ohwe na afi uti oma utimi hu se omo de oma jatum oma so oma ye Ghana for bone. In some da omo ka kire Ghana for omo endi so. Interfere na omo ka ne se omo the strategy na ebe wini elections no. Na sabe Ghana for yenim nyansa. Ghana for nimde. Enti no se wambu oman ni ye o de eka amene oman no amanfo ho kire omo ene ukọ filling station kwa akoto petrol sika anka ufaye anka mahama time ubetimi de nya 1 gallon and ufa na just udi benya ebia just 1 liter.
Okay.
Ahuchire we at the transport fares ekosoro transport fares ekosoro a ekire se aduane bo nso beye din fi se aduane no yedua wafuo ma e wo se cars na ekofa enuani edeba aikrom edeba adwaso emeye koto enu ntina omampani mahama ose oba ababetutu sa niema we nyina ye including the 24-hour economy initiative na waka ho asem no
Mate
sabri de ye running mate Professor Nana Jopoko Ajima ose osreo yinuanom ema ye maamenom eya munte asie kakra na husbands kununu nso munte asese Dwaso ayedin pa enti sometimes no if say a man esu say bia enema bo ayedin ni ade a endwin say bia entro and obi yedai eka. But most importantly and say your democracy mu enti acha ni 4 years ye beto aba enunti na ye pesi tem bia ni ye be protect your democracy. If you say we are the den krempa democracy so far has I proven say and only the best option I so far. Enti ewomu se ofa CDD Afrobarometer I report na Ghana fujidi ewo ye democracy mu no akofem pa fi se wohwe nkrofo a e pa kire se Ghana ko wrong direction. Ghana the rough road na nwanwa nanso nia ye besre ne say obi anka na koma nto ne yam.
Okay.
December 7 enwa yen twen yen paper ekokromoti yen hwehwe ye voters ID card ento ho na yen to aba ema omampani mahama ono no wo experience ono no wo vision ono so na uji ne dia eyeye na omra emetoto eyeman yi emayi.
Beda se Dr. Boamah na mayenche ye bebe ho ni nyina na ye hye mo hye ya mode ba. I think so start o shase from Tamale kra e na de adruhanom no enra na isi e shase mo papa mo eye wo suapon ahodu mu no enne eye second day so far enra no o ye observation bi who the process no saying
so far so good. And debia ye ka say yenye unreasonable say if little IHSB ewo ho a ye begina no so aka say enunti na an entire exercise enye unless say a very fundamental bit to me aha the electoral process enunti enra your systems are you put in place or the National Election Directorate of the NDC by 12 o'clock now the first report was I ready.
Okay.
But in the course of the day from 7 to 12 we were picking the reports one after the other. Places there were few issues immediately. Electoral Commission. I would say within a matter of 1 hour 30 minutes to about 2 hours, EC was able to resolve. Sujaman constituency, one of them. There were also some few places not network issues were, but not as widespread as during the last limited registration a course. Doom so also affected some of the places. So I would say by and large, ENRA went quite well. Security problems be anywhere so far reported at this stage. Expect to say and so ebeko sa na improvement in the network issues the places that we identified on beye no ho adwuma so that by ochna na say ye mop up a registration na afi we enter into the phase of exhibition.
Okay.
But as you know, ye dikan aka say voters register here say ye be audit of the entire voters register. you can't say senior Makano and maybe mature on my Facebook page, even I think last week.
Yeah.
Say the voters register is sick. The voters I register is unfit for purpose. You can't say your patch say your money. But 33 million people. Now I voters I register. Total number at the 18 million plus, almost inching towards 19 million. That is a major challenge. You start exercise be a guso. Your friend voter profiling. Voter profiling and they say, yeah, 2023 up to 2023 voters I register no. Electoral Commission the amount political parties yeah. Enti utieme na who say a political party be ekura voters I register no a enye I bone sometimes nkofo fro you who say be a MPP for I voters register no enye bone. Electoral Commission at the voters I register no emma every political party enti ye profile voters. You can't imagine you start here within few hours. Out of about 38,000 plus people that were profiled, and yeah, at the level of the polling stations that were profiled, now about 4,000 deaths. Nipa ome free, ome wunkwa about 4,000.
No, out of 18,000.
Out of about 38,000.
38,000
that had just been profiled. It's still ongoing. Now we try and say. At this stage, Electoral Commission no ankasa entumi ntrase nkasa bia asumasi na obenten wewu enti oyi ne dia free mu nkrofo na ebe provide information nkrofo who provide information nso a untimi nkogina ba bi nkasa bia asumasi na obenten wewu nti eno na wasi yi ainidin free mu. You have to provide evidence. Mere exhibition say ye dey register no abobo polling stations no it's not enough.
Okay.
Say ubetumi ayesa exercise because nipa ne ba bere no akohefa akwakoje death certificate ediaba. I know it's not just that.
But hono ma yenyina hono kakra bi so obi afiri mu IC any data no. We say our births and deaths registry hono ma senke hono aye dwuma perfectly anka IC encounter such challenges no. Enti hono na short for no isi wasudie bi was akwan so ana.
Nti what I'm doing more of sending a free and fair elections. Nti no as Omane ye pay free and fair elections. A dear ben na was say ye fa ho. Say owo fever. Uhwaeshi. Utiya oya. When a constipation. Obi betimi aka say o ene yama I malaria I treatment. But ebi na typhoid. Inti yama I malaria treatment here the I paracetamol kan ho a. Ubon say I fever na ba fem na ho aye we kakra. But I typhoid that kono be we say na still yare ni gusu wo wan wi na wo treat malaria na wo treat malaria. But ebi na typhoid. Treatment no Electoral Commission epese odema the current I register no and say we are yenye exhibition. And on a main point is say the problem no is beyond malaria. Problem no ebia typhoid.
No beyond exhibition no.
Oh yeah exhibition keka.
Okay.
Want to me and solve it sa I problem way. It here a thorough audit. The death no is just one of them. Enti a thorough auditor say a political parties ye profile it. Mejidi say ye nwa no more MPP almost profile it. Nti almost betimi ehu anomaly say wo wo mani ade ade. And then no if say all these are submitted to the Electoral Commission and at an appropriate forum say ye auditing no at that point ubetima birth and death registry monfa ebia say yesinkrofo we omafimu eyenokra na say enya nokra. That is one. The second leg ye nyina nim say biometric voter registration laptops initially they were denials. Eventually the EC accepted. Unim say me bisa questions pori aduasa enum 35 questions. IPAC Electoral Commission actually say at a point say omo answer sa questions na ebetumi aha court case na ekoso no na because so questions ni bebre wo a eni bibia fa the criminal aspect of the case nya yepe assurance election na ye kwakoye no ebe ye free and fair enti mo betimi a separate questions na any bearing bia wo the electoral
the criminal we na
case na ekoso no man say no omuka say ombekwaku consult lawyers. This is more than 2 months ago. ABC still answers in by. And then I make cases so. Make cases so say if the answers in by there, then sa equipment na era you know. E dia be adwin ti na man nipa no ana nkrofo no mu wi aye no. Omu di wi asa equipment no. Fi say nipa no nka or just mere laptops are. Do you think say obi a or laptops we are? Baby akwa real laptops no Electoral Commission headquarters a national security zone CCTV cameras ewo ho studio ha continuous monitoring ewo ho cameras wa ha ujidi say obi betimi awura ha aba be fa console akọ if say just mere console no pese ebia if there are other places obetumi area console they no be taking the high risk of entering by their CCTV camera near the wall. It means a nipa no wo purpose be a or the real sir registration kits no.
But say easy I respond say internal mo mo ye adwuma ni bi na asat na no mo gina court nti no I say o Adom ha na obi o ye adwuma afa bibi e akọ.
But denti no wi ai denti na owia registration kit.
It's almost say ni bearing on election no.
Ono na o say isi na say
ba mo nyini ni
u gine di
me sa mo nyi isi ni na sam na o kan mo nyini ana
u gi isi asem ni di yenjindi and ne abema ya je di and say let's audit the register. You audit a register now, okay? Ebesine, you are a prominent journalist. Unim the exact data equipment na yrai. Isi akachiro. On kanchiro, me we nim fe sani a usria. Isi in kanchiro. Isi in kanchiro abra. Na bra isi en kanchiro exact data yrai. We need the date. Yehu sa date no. Na ye audit register na. The electronic audit as well. You be who from that time na equipment no you know ebesi sabri whether beyond the registration figures na yewo and we have the registration figures. We know say 2020 17,027,641 were I registered according to the EC. 2023 910,996 limited registration no a register 2024 EC at a figure of 778,447 and no your contestation where no one you know muguso eka hwasem but assuming you are using the EC's figures you say this is the EC's official figures now kwa kohwemu beyond 2020 no at what time these registration figures were added electronically because electronic audit no is a me call phone so echo send the message bia ubetimi ehu time me send this a message no that is all that we are asking for yembisa bibia ehu bia it I can say the register no there it must be audited I was say yehwehwe a register no mu beyond the exhibition until but so is oh ye baba ye exhibition exhibition minti mi megira ho nka say oh asumasi wa free mu enunti yisi you need free mu it doesn't work that way. Two if equipment na era no say obi e de a register e de peer names ni bi agu a register no so a ukọ exhibition center ubehu names no as part of the register time sa names no e call so enchre enti unhu no from the register Enti untimi mfa malaria treatment. Emfa ma typhoid eye treatment.
Okay.
Na on kan kire yesi den yenye komu yenje entumu eno de ye gitumu a enye yi.
Na auditing ya wo hwe se EC ebeye no ye wo be 4 months ahead of the election. EC agiatum ma communicate ya ma na ma mo assurance no sa period yi enough period da mo de beye adwuma na sana yakoto abana.
Emi de pa se ene de abena minua ba. Eka say you enough time. Okay, bra na mini EC. Ye de pem so bra na EC pese or the elections eba
November. Okay.
So okay. Just imagine senka EC the elections neba in November. Anka sabrinka how many months in kiyo? Yo August. Nti if you can clear months anka September, October. Zikaka 2 clear months na ke eto aba. When we nti I say EC. I was say utie yen. Ye ka ayensem na. If senka omo de ba in November, aka ba bia nka omo de oman no igina no no. Ene afi na ye ba be ye yi audit ni krampo film. Afi na ye ba be ye exhibition. Ye wie exhibition a final register aba. Ansa na ya be print nominations are omodiaba out.
Yeah.
Me did say no so
you can ho asem sure.
If you say edu ho a ubehu e no so bearing on the final register. Because uhia final register if you are a serious political party, uhia final I register to accurately complete your nomination form. You understand? Just imagine ahokyere anka EC isenka enye NDC and a saving situation now anka EC edi eremu. Enunti fortunately we fought for a good cause and I'm proud say ye told your book ye explaining issues, not using demonstrations, and not that I'll say demonstrations are wrong, but I feel say as much as possible if say ube to me explaining niema amagana for atiase logical arguments I will opt for that than to put people on the street. That is my style.
Okay.
We did that. Fortunately, December was maintained. Because December was maintained, this audit, look, with the analytical tools are available and we are ready. Yeah, bit my offer B. Neutral tools. And this is your creative tools, no. Neutral tools. You bet to me offer B. We will suggest them. You understand? Say this is what I can be used to analyze. You don't need more than 2 weeks to audit this register. Yes, you will not need more than 2 weeks. Into Ompekrampa, whilst our exhibition no air course no, we can use that same period to be doing the technical audit of the register. And we can audit we are. And yes, I had been see that o, see that. 2012, Dr. Farijan Penso, UNDP and a lead a process a whole UN organ. You are raising your IPAC. Back to your question. You are raising your IPAC. Sir, isi nankasa here technical support in terms of the IT setup of the EC. You are raising that. Now all the political parties were development partners were US, UK, CSOs, CDD. You raise EC here technical support. Now EC and requested from the UNDP na omunya den omu provide sa IT support no. Ebesi ne yenhu sa request no.
G2 mu na
going.
EC G2 mu.
EC are rejected. But ebesi ne yenhu any step yenhu say omatu ho anamo. Enunti no wo yare. Ya kachira say yare no wo yare ni ye say ebia uwe sichire yare diabetes e kuro ya eda unan wa anya hu biribi na ya control sugar na ya treat infection no e kuro ni ya ebenya infection enya infection na ebia e wo say yetwa unan na baby adru no de ebia ye betwa unan no just above the foot. Ose dabi esa na pro ubehwe na ababedu ukotodwe na no ye twa nan na e wo se ye twa nan no above ukotodwe wa anye hu bibi ubo se pro na ababedu usisi na efuko eno na ye ka se isi entna se e mane mpra nkonkodu December 7 register no ayare. Then there are clear indications that a treasury register no ayare. Exhibition alone, dear, it is a malaria treatment, typhoid eye treatment.
Okay, into Yansha say ECS security exhibition over the years. Womodia yejuma in terms of for the 10 a year the register no. Now mo proposal.
By 2012, it was both exhibition and the former audit.
Yeah. It is ankosa said the mopedo with this register and the general election. At
that stage, we will decide. But the most important thing is that we are contesting the election, and that is why every step of the way, yema ye nimudie ye de toho ema Ghana for ihu. Example ni bi na I made about dates. Just imagine if yan somu na isi ade date no eba November and can next ahụchira Ghana for mu. We only have September, October. But
Omane said you will be 4 months ahead to December 7.
Into no who say I was say omutie ye ka in same way a. Mama chiro. Dentina I was say we concerned. I was a Ghana ni bia ye concerned about the I register. I was say we concerned if say nkrofo will register no so a enye say omoto aba. Unim yesi. Ariemu be ebia from be 1 p.m. 2 p.m. echo on December 7 no. Yenim places are sa dey we see. Omangasa nkrofo na ka kire.
E be hefa.
Yenim.
Regions be.
Don't worry.
Oh, there many specific with constituency and I say a police station regions be.
Ubehu.
Enti mambako e be he.
Me amount the occurrences. Okay. Omu say oh na senia omam boyanko yie na senia manfo emetu ye de ene o se ye tubi ema nkrofo na more ballot papers are issued ebia obitimi ko na omate be 4 e de ama one person
am agent was a police station hall
please enunti na ye agent hu adwuma nso dindindin no. This is why we have developed this polling agent training manual way back. You started training a young crowd for as we speak now, over 110,000 polling agents and branches, constituencies, and community are from the 10th. Yes, started the training. All these people so ever throw in sorry. Ansana eventually yeyimu the 80,000 ebekwakoye dey ebekwakoye adwuma. Is
it a case previous elections and references are wodi mai agents amodi omokoy na omunye wo trained omunye wo equipped na amodi omokoy na.
The most important thing is we are looking forward to ensuring that systems are improved into make me cram you training a manual mamfa ba kuma ababwa I be brief say okanya obeti the electoral processes na say make say 110,058 polling agents and yenya but you scrutinize each and every one of them. So what happens nesini say from 1 p.m. to p.m. to etete no moto broso na no krampo nti eba pink sheet no a statement of poll no. I also feel part A and part B. And sana ya started to aba. Some of the agents crumple may not even insist on that. And so long as you feel part A and part B and sana ya started to aba. No. E do part C non so ye to aba ni wie pa. Yem be a box no so kra no. I will say then you feel part C. Of the pink sheet as an EBA box no so. If agents no are insisting say all these things will take place. Na part A, part B, part C, yam fele ni EBA box no so ni county we are. Whatever number ye tregumu omutumi correct align a failing of the pink sheet no ma ne pepepe unhu overvoting bia na ye kan say ne amuadi omuni nko ne aka no ye boy den ye bo ho ban
but still the amuadi ko no me pese ye gina ho kakra wadaroma me pese me ti ade bia se mo na mo ya manyofo na mo na mo ko election enti se wo agent ho na ebia awiamu anipa dodo ema na ibima bopo se yentwa mu na agent tete ho anaya no agent asore na wahwa no matwagum na yawie ni abe announce se figures eba ye ni vote na political party enya ye menti ase how is it possible
mami chewa the agent we know a principal agent theory and a based on
okay.
And saying ebia we are Ghana ni wako national health insurance wako tua premium say we are uko a hospital health insurance enhwe enya ni sa bisa Ghana for 80 and say de bia ombeko hospital bia na a health insurance etimi to enro na was a health insurance tonana enya tembia. That's a classic example. No, I'm telling you, say, a principal agent theory. Say, principal, no, in that case, a wo Ghanaian, what talk insurance, national health insurance.
I don't know, it is a system,
so we are national health insurance, and anything.
And share me.
Bisa Ghana for BFD, no, na bisa Ghana for say. A 10 beyond beko a hospital bia and a health insurance no it me to mundrana what to say a hospitals ka say health insurance in first come health insurance anyway this is even a state institution acting as an agent for who a patient
okay
ultimately fail you sometimes if not most of the time so the same thing NDC was selecting agent sometimes there are failures, just like any principal agent relationship.
Not just say mono the criteria more the selecting agent nankasano. It's an indictment on the party itself.
Are you saying also say the criteria for putting in place the NHIS?
Of course, you be blame the managers of the National Health Insurance.
So will you take it? Say there is a system, there is a team that is proactively putting systems in place here to do a nema ye and nema na here to no be saying Abraham everybody or your election director our region constituency and our deputy Sabri Ayeka say for NDC watch your exams
okay
everybody watch your exams The next thing, you're training NIPA 1,721. At least, omo training polling agents 110,058 now. Party no are selected so far. Each of these 110,058 on bachelor exams. Omu biara bachelor exams.
Okay.
Again. Thorough background checks. And I'm saying, I'm looking forward to the December 7 elections. That is where my interest is. Me sorry, I me do like 7:50. Yes. Me sorry, I not because of the past, but because of where we are going.
Until would you say maybe a criminal party say in terms of agents monitoring the system, the election, and you intend a my person writing on now. Is that the case?
Ideally, okay. This blame that you want to apportion.
I'm not the one apportion. When I want apportion,
no.
Because I says a political party be a gumu or brand or agent or honomoa. You are apportioning the blame.
Do you know where you should be concerned about placing the blame? Do you know where your concern should be? Your concern should not be on political parties.
Now why?
When you get taxpayers' money, it's say unfair elections. So.
Okay.
Why do you want to leave the Electoral Commission. Yeah, the taxpayers' money. Etianeka. Say onshare elections so. Say bia yeah the police ni. Say omramehwe school for so. Na say I police ni no ewo ho on guard duties. Na akronfo ekoria school na. Where should we place the blame principally? So in terms of apportioning blames, if you want to engage in that, my advice is say look at the Electoral Commission, because this mindset of say Electoral Commission no there obetumi akunaive amanu opeso wia area. Now it is the duty of the political party to ensure say sakrono no and take place no a terrible mindset.
Say this analogy ne ye dwuma de na say ka beka say political party bi anya agent isi no anya dwuma no. Very good.
So what I'm asking you is say why do you want to engage in apportioning blame to a political party and leave the EC with taxes? What they have your salary, your slip no taxes are utia. You the tia EC for ka. And I want us to get to a point one day where all these things about agents, no money at the Krampono, may even be a thing of the past. And I believe one day, not now, it may be 20, 30 years from now, we may move away from it. We may even get to electronic voting. You understand? So I'm more interested in going forward, particularly towards December 7, 2024.
Okay.
That is why total yenema yesamenoka say 110,058 selected. We've trained 1,721 people are omukwako training all these polling agents. We are out of that, you are selecting. And when the selection is done, okay, another reserve.
As in backup.
Backup.
Okay.
Where the management of that is not for me to disclose at this stage. But the only hint is that if you read this book, Ubehu say you were polling agent, you were counting agent. In the course of the election, you can decide that ABR above 5 p.m. I'm withdrawing these polling agents and bringing in counting agents. These are all options that are available. Whether we are going to deploy all of them or not is another matter. Whether you be deploy nationwide is also another matter. Whether you be deploy just in some specific regions or in some specific polling stations is another matter. I don't want to go into the nitty-gritty of how the reserve also will be used. But the most important thing I want to say, give you assurance, and say systems are being put in place, and there is clear evidence of the systems that are being put in place. The corrections are about the Electoral Commission in the last limited registration. I mean, unpardonable errors. Unpardonable errors. Basic arithmetic in Kuntembu, and yes, a subtraction grumpo. OTTF Mudiana sometimes say dinka.
Yeah, why you of course. Well, him say week we na me pelpa was sa the request a post on Facebook. Now me pelpa na manya, but you beba on me agent no. What can be some of your background checks after some of you be you know? Is it because a party no trust issues? Because we kita NDC party kada is it not enough to say unipa between party?
Oh, but Obi Ghana card. Nanso yefa a military mu yefa Ghana police service no money there background checks are done. So the background check is to deepen the trust. It's to deepen the trust.
It's a trust in our form.
No, you are deepening the trust no matter the level of trust.
Okay.
You are enhancing. You understand? So you are enhancing the trust. I like to communicate in the positive sense than to. Abra likes half empty, whereas maybe half full.
Yes, sir. You maybe see ourselves halfway.
And you are also looking for headlines.
Oh, I understand.
Don't worry, you will have them.
Mama can't hear for 7 Dr. Omane Boamah, or your Director of Elections and IT at the National Democratic Congress, and I'm no Edin Komo Hanomono. Now, Dwaso na ye ude mamimra IT ni figures ebetoja ye ko wieche isi eba bonten ebe comment efa ho say the NDC raise concerns Emma na chese figures no enye right. Me pese me quote figures no emma na yehunu de yebeka ho asem no. Eno no eye limited registration ebra ekoso na afi ko wieche isi edi numbers eba yese those were the numbers aya wo mo no ensaka na edo na NDC beche se da bi mistakes se wom wo hwe the table crumple na omo ye as a table form tabulation my graph no crumple no there were mistakes enti day one no isi ebeka se the totals no errors amo eye no the totals no 16,517 day 2 almost 25,287 instead no na regional figure say 19,267 into boboswa at the bar isi repeat mistakes no calculation no ke kambo mo na figures omo de buy no any figure no entally the right figures no ewo and obeka say e wrong and say as a bibe kan ho eno na the end is no raise ye me wo data no ha say ye bebobo so sano na wo de ye argument many yera abet ahen kodio ekasa no watch say figures no kra de isia pa ho achewo ese eyem from so e ba ye ewo IPAC meeting but to say the IT system of the Electoral Commission wiki no unless so evidence bia dodo na enye privy to na beka say eno ni munyina so
abet ahen ne view
okay
minyini se kodeo na etenase se abet ahen emra meka sa asem no nti yemfe no ento nchen
but to evidence say ECIT system ni weak.
Yes, I mean why not?
Because of wrong figures.
No, I mean it's part of it. This is so basic. So basic. So I'm saying say abet ahen yemfa no ento nchen. Okay? We know his track record, but no Electoral Commission. So I will not use him to downplay the entire Kodeo. Never. Because I know the kind of people are come together to form a Kodeo. But when or express views are unseparated when or Kasama Kodeo. And when Onwa express Onwa Kasangasa views, that is something I was say you noti ewo yamaimu hasi.
Okay.
Okay. Me fa no tunche. Minua. Waba me nchen. Me doctor ni. Wosi uti we ya. Na uti no a me sama ono. Ma fa appetition. At the grawa ama say no.
Okay.
Now one guy said what point actually me say doctor na say appetition there yamfansa ITRA. And I'm so okay. Majatum a mistake na me enya sa na actually mo medical school nti okay nti nya kan majatum paracetamol na I was suggesting no mafa nti ma prescribe a paracetamol amount. Ujidi say if say unya a hernia ana appendix na say optional nka obeba the same doctor ho. No reasonable person would do that. Ujidi say nka ye wo multiple electoral commissions and ki beti ma use wo yema emu on account of errors yehu ye anka yen call for another option. It's unfortunate say you need any other option, so we have to work with what we have. Simple arithmetic we crampo no addition montimi amfa Excel anye as an IT and statistics team of the Electoral Commission of just limited registration that eventually captured about 770 something thousand people. And no crampo montimi anye. Now is it when the total register in Kofo Kotuaba on December 7. Now you are counting in millions. And ube to me, ISI calculation na mai. Enuntino, uditi yare ne koye, or ye mistake in Koma petition. And a wow correct say tiare de ebia a paracetamol ne bi also the man. No aja to me say any of a paracetamol. But unfortunately, because we need choice biara. There was so called the same doctor ne ono. Next time, a more serious eye disease, here eye surgery. That is 1. 2. Errors, and not just a 2024 year penna errors. Cast your mind back to the year 2020. Presidential elections. On December 9, Electoral Commission added the first resource by. After that, almost have a year correction. Okay. On the year correction. No, Abransa okay.
Oh, why not?
Very good. Almost have a year correction. After that correction, no, almost have a year correction beam. Etika obebisa who say, a debe review and it take place after 2020 mistakes, no. Said that 2024, 4 years on, we had to be correcting these things. And can you imagine, say, if any alert, unfortunately, I'm blessed with a fantastic team. My 4 deputies, Dr. Atabuatin, Dr. Tanko Rashid, Computer, Mahdi Jibril, Yahira Koku, fantastic. And the entire election directorate team. And other technical people who support us. Sabi yenda. And yeye alert on these things. All these mistakes, Anka, were going to be part of the register. Enunti, put that aside. Check the network systems. Just the last limited registration.
Yeah.
The major challenges are Yekumu. Because of this mop-up here, mop-up and also there are some places Krampa Nipa 8 per and a register.
You see at the target of 50 to 70,000 so now being a register.
So if you compare 50,000 to the about over 700,000 that was registered now. Untimi Krampo nga say because we're in the problems near less and it shows improvement. Where's our mistake?
Okay.
What even can numbers no do so? A day burning kebesi. You understand? Yanka say because of that in inti yani is in yeduma. Yako IPAC. Yako kasa. Yakandida Monfa IT team no embra IPAC. Awoma ye briefing. Yenti omo. Yes ye woni de abra metiwe. When I was in government, the whole world, when they selected 12 people to go and discuss the future of the internet, I was one of them. We went to Brazil.
Okay.
The inventors of the internet, Vincef and Bob Khan, I've met them not once, twice, one-on-one like this. Internet engineers. I stayed with them for 10 days in a special exercise that was ongoing. That meeting was held in London. The meetings with the inventors of the internet, that one took place in Geneva.
Okay.
On all the 2 occasions. We have other hardcore technical people who will readily be provided. Even say, side say ABR. Because you were interest in winning the elections, it's in a canon ABR na a influence system no in our favor. Mijidi say isi ABM Omane has say dear waha. People will volunteer and assist them. And you when you say your Electoral Commission, enya sa mathematics way wrong. Sabi oba eco school. Na ne mass exams at the university level or your mass exams na unya addition wronger when you so. Why na ewo isi wa all yes additions we are sabi onko university. Enti obiako university okoye addition in kontambuo yanka enema mbom na wenya ne wrong. Yamo yense masa enipa no. We can't do that. That is mediocrity. Yet to me, yes, sir. But we are saying, sir, look, we will keep on. We don't, and let me tell you, and the corrections, Ninana, ye will be them. At a point, it was embarrassing. And I remember Yaira Koku in particular. Yaira kept on pushing dog post. I said, Yaira, look, it's too embarrassing. So we went to IPAC and then gave out the rest of the mistakes, based on which these corrections were done.
Okay.
Look, Yampesi Yebeko December 7, 2024 elections with these arithmetic mistakes.
Okay.
And there's no assurance, there's no comfort. Adom 2020 is here, corrected and corrected again. 4 years on, mistakes is eguso ekoso.
Okay.
How can you have any comfort? Unless say you bet to me, and the reason that has also been given, and so Cora draw and me no correct. A Cora draw into the way no. If you don't get to the root cause of the problem, na ye pepa so na Mr. Ahin ebekikania okay. It is on no bona say be onti and the manase. I do admit say mathematics a problem. Emma nipa bebre. But at least, me did say easy honor crampo no. Omo in Crawford we are competent enough to be able to do this. Again, I want to raise. Ebesine, they be Obeti Director for Electoral Services. Omuyi Dr. Srebo Edene call I think
training.
What the director? What is say easy Director for IT da? Abra, what be that?
Say we are now. Omona when you speaking.
Me pacho. What is say easy Director for IT da? Opa interview my producer ombo mo homodin yi omo ha me pa
sane
catch omo
sane
biaro mu gumi so
and I bet you say sane
it my producers omo frɛ yisifo say omo nkyerɛw omo director for IT
opa so cheso mu ni bia na
da bi e bia na omo wo what be that yisi director for IT e dey tin na dey bia consultant IT consultant why can't they have a permanent director for IT to go through a rigorous process? You see, all problems. Umpe anwedro, usi yenji wundi. We will work with you because yen to mean create a national institution to overlook elections. But near a wasi ye towards the elections, send a be free and fair elections. And there was ye. Fi said, Minya. Like I say, the peace and stability of our country is very important.
Matedok, my main way, me read from graphic online, October 13, 2023. Now, we shall assist EC to solve network breakdowns. Not just last year, almost a year, our cast will be supporting the EC.
If I use troubleshooting,
a system, no, a year now, dear, why you to assist the EC network breakdowns? No, I then.
We express our willingness to support. And I say Obia Oyare na ompe anwedru.
Support amode ko na saying.
Look.
What were some of the suggestions and as proposals are bode come on?
I raised this and I remember IPAC. I raised it, said look, we are ready and willing to sit with the IT team. And the word I use to troubleshoot your system and identify the problems. And this was just before the limited registration. And I said, look, one of the major problems was the network. Response, easy. Chairperson, Madam Jimensa Edema, and he said, oh, they've done the troubleshooting, everything. They have identified the problem for obvious reason. I don't want to jeopardize with. I don't want to go into the details of the problem we also identify.
Okay, because maybe it's a problem, but also identify or resolve it.
Now, fix it, and it's okay. Only for us to begin the limited registration, and first day was the worst that we had ever seen. You understand? I'm glad you went back to what I said last year, Tom. 1 year nearby. And I've said, still, we are ready to provide that assistance. But year assistance, no? Because you kind of brought from me say we have a coefficient of institutional bias because we want to win an election. Until you may take it as a bit skew system now. Open up. Even appoint a substantive director for IT.
Okay.
get people who can be accepted to diagnose the problems. Now, you prescribe solutions to them. Unfortunately, you see no person who uses the word trust. But you know what? There's an equation for trust. I don't want to go into that equation. And each of the elements in there, when you analyze them, it tells you the level of trust who assign it to a particular individual or to a particular entity. So long as these mistakes continue, the level of trust now, you see, they cannot have it. But we will continue to work with them. And let me state, we have nothing personal against any of them. It's not personal. It is purely based on principles.
Okay.
And I have outlined problems now. You solve it. And as for audit of the register, we submit, say, if you're interested in a free and fair election, sir, accept it. Because malaria treatment.
Okay.
And for treaty I typhoid.
But now said now propose here na some more suggest my isi say omoba available momo ya available to assist. I was sending dear kwanso no. Yen show the picture say NPP na di propose be etisa and come easier and come be comfortable with it.
You have heard me.
Yes.
I have told you here.
It's a be other options.
I said that look, Abia because of, and I use the word the phrase coefficient of personal bias, institutional bias.
Yeah.
So I've said that, yes, our offer may not be the best because of this bias. It may confer the say, but there are other people who are ready and willing. No, don't be interested because I already raised it, okay, and in a way put it aside and gave also another proposal. You understand? So if you are not interested in that, go for you see, I'm interested in solutions.
Okay.
You know, and Ghana sometimes no ubosi ye throw essay 4 pages bear 3.5 with pages. Now bear just half solutions and recommendations.
Okay.
I love to look at the way forward because look, I have not sacrificed so much all that I can do, okay, since last year ABC Aisabri, just to be complaining about Electoral Commission, no, and that is why every step of the way we use concrete arguments, evidence-based argument, like this date that remember so much debate in November. It was because long ago we are developing a 40-point action plan towards this election. And November, no, we went back to look at the 40-point action plan and realized, I know and it was based on that. And Sabri can work a normal form calendar. And I believe when Omane say finalize your calendar, no, who say Niana NDC Ekano, na no cre.
Okay.
And we are not saying say dear no, a must by for all means no. Na sebio you correct you arithmetic way mistakes there omoje. Meboa.
Say no dey calculation ma bet to ya mistakes
no correct na you correct you no dey omope you do omo say it tells you we have capacity, and in fact we have so much capacity to assist, but that is not something we will insist but there are other people. But Mijudi said by now there I put it as a check whether you see what director for IT.
No, you be kan ho asem bia say na da bia no you be share asem na kan na said the work issues are raise e ba no audit na wo say isi na mo hunu say there is a clean register and a Ghana for nyina de akwa bato so no eno ani ade be ma mo confidence and mo trust e wo yisi mu no ababaka na.
So election they be sending a process. Okay, so the register is an important step. And what they call a chemistry, will be on rate determining step. That is a step so critical. Say one crosses our step now. The reaction is not even likely to take place. And then they also twice, you know. For instance, if you say you need a register, you need to about. Intino, auditing it is very important. That is one. But two, and there may be what I was say a year. Okay, your manual ya.
It be a day.
Presiding officer, omona share polling station biaso. Returning officers no and a share constituency no so on election day.
Okay.
About one year to no. Enti na year can say a year CI 127. A year Ghana emrapona and ona ye de to abano.
Yeah.
Now a can say ye to abani wie. Ye Philippine sheet ni wie a obia sign no anania one sign what true reason ti a one sign no. Presiding officer for pink sheet ne ba ko ye den e carry polling station ho. We ya there opa bisawo reporters ya echo and multimedia mo ya de bebre in terms of the isolation of results.
I feel we see the energy no more than bad than
you be Boamah if you need assistance.
Anyway, and you see, you to see a BBA. Come.
You have to see a BBA and the mistakes never.
David, mistake you man.
This is the mistakes never.
The mistake you
2020 mistake no ma correct it, no mistake no ma correct it. And you be na more.
Oh, the system na correct. So
it is correct.
Say the fear na be a muhunu say you know. Eh sana feel say dey ba.
You correct.
Me ba to me kasa ona oka.
Okay, so back to the issue. I was say a pasty pink sheet a polling station.
Okay.
It's your best civil society, journalists, reporters are more call. Say presiding officer ni wie na se bia ni refi. And let's take it. Let's face it. Why you juma fi anopa baby from 6 a.m. all the way county we
Anajo.
Into no. Obi okrampa na out of mischief. I saw person here I born into na one pasty. Reporters no fair no so enka omajuma ho. So on be kai omo say paste it. Your polling agents no so e idea you be insisted in the training. Okay. So Abraham se mutimi ya dey we Ghana ebeye de more reporters no omuntwa ne photo omuntwa ne ya paste ni photo
we agent so ombetwa
I know they say start training that way but near make Ghana for so in fact I can your plan we will submit a request say media houses I say interactive and it will include training on the things I was saying more I focus on. It's part of our plan. Munta photo. Because can you imagine say presiding officer no a post I don't know a polling station. Kwabre East a polling station. Nweka I photo. Between the polling station when who say Adom FM near or share a jacket microphone with a photo. Who did this between the polling station and the collation center? Pink she's in bit me assessor.
Yes, it's some council.
Only we say Adom FM a dim who concerned that.
But Mr. Say to Mrs. Some council.
I'm just asking you.
Yeah, but we say from polling station to EC office, say your district, you know, na to Mrs. Some
some of these things happened.
Yes. And I'm evidence.
Oh, I'm telling you.
What the evidence by some court? What the evidence? No court.
You see, once again, I can go into that. I don't want to enter the jurisprudence of why the NDC adopted that approach.
But evidence, you know what they are saying to me?
No, I'm saying there is. But we are looking forward. Be interested in what you can do.
But when do you see Enra? How do you work towards it?
I'm telling you.
So I want to understand so they working.
Yes. Let me
to me see near say near na ye bedi ka na chibia na ye hunu see, I want to be paying. Say assistant from police station.
Let me give you an example.
District.
March 2020, the end crumple year possible.
Ajoka.
And Electoral Commission and Kasa. That was an interesting response from my good friend Jemensa. Pink sheets no book no. Na nipa a contest a presidential no modoso. Enti asa ochro na carbon no enti go through ni nyina. Enti no the same way no ebia bear 5 na bibi foforo ebe shame na another a set of pink sheets in so I say in the church ochro 5 way we are ubetumi ayeden asa ba betro a chire no. You understand? Unfortunately nipa bonifuo bi e de sa anka a reasonable arrangement and yisi ni ye no. Unfortunately nipa bonifuo bi e didi boni. But all we are saying is say if senka presiding officers no edi mra ne so say e wo say udi bi tare polling station wa anka nsi bra eno any another thing on the pink sheet oko C6 section of the pink sheet no ubehu say I was say we accounting for nipa you verify omo using the BVD and nipa you verify omo manually. That part no so I had a problem in 2020. You raise your IPAC, do you know the response?
Easy.
Magas madam for Jimenez at the mine.
I said,
ma didn't raise you. I say, but ma, you were there. So why didn't you inform us? So to be fair to her, one deny. But Oka say, bra, omuhu ya dentina.
A man from attention. Okay.
They tried say nka omufa stamp be emboho to take care of that way. But and yet polling stations ninya this has stamps no eboho. We are interested in the free and fair elections. So Abraham, fire the rule.
Until at the end of the election, are you free and fair? One and can pesa what they can win home in the NDC's view. No.
So the audit of the register is 1. 2, my back pink sheet no assembly so say BBA no presiding officer onfa bako entire polling station ho. That is 1. 2, 3. Same pink sheet na no. Say yeah the valid votes no. Well, yeah the good box no mu. Na ye sealy.
Okay.
And actually your agents no ombe sealy box no left, right, and center. It in a year can say send your valid votes no echo box ni mu no. Ene nka yisi maho kwan. Na pink sheet ne baako nso nya den. Omo fan share box ni mu. So enti presiding officer kra pink sheet ne baako a ode kwa akoma returning officer from polling station to the constituency collation center. It is a receipt na ekura no onfa receipt ne baako nche den enche box ni mu na yen sealy. So I just say it ekoba say pink sheet na ye de so ma wo fi polling station na o de call a collation center no say ekosesa from near NDC kra anania ebia MPP kra mudansi ni ye den mudansi ni eye nea ebo a polling station but no ebia na kwan wa enti mudansi ni bio se be hia call to crampo na be bie sa box ne so a mudansi ni biem ene nea mo de share box ni mu a obia esili ye no. First one no is law. They must paste it ewo polling station.
But say presiding kita, NDC agent kita, MPP agent kita, other political parties agent kita. The need in the same BM say some box money and fan.
You know what can happen? If a presiding officer decide they say obey bonibia, there Sabon no be favor a political party.
Okay.
If a Sabon no be favor a political party A and a political party B, assuming say a favor a political party P. Okay. Presiding officer no pink sheet the fictitious one no a bit coincided with that of a political party P. They will drop the correct one. Now the new fictitious one no and number presented. If say
doesn't work.
Yes, maybe if a political party P, what you mean when you have one or two other agents, assuming they are also holding that. Now, Ebedu Hono, NDC agent penny cra a different pink sheet. Now about 3 or 4 agents in United said this is the actual pink sheet. Which one are you going to take? So the answer is that it shouldn't be a political party P. It shouldn't be this. Let the presiding officer be holding. But once the presiding officer know a holding, unimse or the barco a ball polling station by law. Na barco so a share box in the mono. You must really be, permit my saying, menka someone else to want to change it. And no, another thing you did say you put it in place. A bit to me abua ama you be enhance trust in the process. Another thing biwa and also a bit my enhance trust in the process. I pink sheet now. Okay, you part A. Part A no A1 no a delay with the number of ballot papers. Normally at the idea we are issuing. So part A no you will be dealing with total number of ballot papers at a polling station hall.
Okay.
A2 no a year up the range of the numbers nearby no. Over part B na part B no and so a delay with a near ma ube to me a fail in the morning before answer year to aba. Now okanya emrana kire say I was say fail sa part no before answer na ya start at aba. Na ye kan say ye ne insentrefo hia ne ye cheche we nyina mu a insentrefo monso ebehwe say ampa into would station na ofre presiding officer na onne kasa wo bisa na no wa fail party MB ana
okay
anopa no oka so fail na chesu nim say no ye news into yempo ye point mu to eniema ebetima ye news worth ni bi na afi part A and B ya fail ya start to see ye to aba no ewie ansa na ubi ballot box no so no e was part C e fail yenim say a journalist ye to aba no wi asabre pan so na adwuma ne san sorry bi say mo pe a results no but o pe a results no journalist e wo ho Ghana fo e wo ho e was mo say ampa part C of the pink sheet no ya fail ansa na ye start account ana nienti a me yire me ho explain part A part B part C say you fail at the right time ni nyina ne say the moment a obe fail part A B and C pe no e din say obi ebe wiem because ni aka no o throw results
okay
enti o ko throw C1 e nipa ahe e na we issue ballot papers 2 per the polling station register C2 e nipa ahe e na we issue ballot papers 2 per the proxy list. And 2 registers penna ya de to abano.
Okay.
The register and the proxy list.
Mate.
Enti eno be kire say if say wo fail you say who issue ballot papers per the register to 200 people. Not for a proxy list we issue to 10 people. Extra say total number of ballots e was say uhu ballot box ni mu ubie box na e was say 210.
Mate.
A bros 210 the penalty mu say dream esi chrono si overvoting.
Okay.
Enunti if say e be say part A, B and C are filled at the right time and also will help to deepen the confidence. Another step. There were a lot of things, and because you are asking for them, no, and never make any film running.
Yes, I know. And that is,
we just want the easy to obey the law.
And
once
previous
the
elections,
I mean, there were times, even Kumau, Obekaya Kumau, me say who follow story no. And about to know be assigned pink sheet. So okay, Kumau by election. Minim say okay.
Yeah.
Kumau by election. That is against the law because anopa year to abano is only part A and B of the pink sheet in your failing.
And yet the final one.
And then the final, you only sign and look up sign it after the presiding officer no actually didn't assign it as an agent a was signing. So we want these things also to be done. Again, on December 6th, logistics movement, and also is very important. Easy sometimes start to say or fail ballot boxes no with materials you be use for polling stations no. Sometimes I mean, just imagine if a constituency no polling stations 160. Now we start to say or fail even at 2 p.m. Tam ben and na over fail boxes na 160 boxes. You understand? Near year can I say easy on December 6th. We started with Juma even at 8 a.m. Okay. A church and cow started 2 hours when you 6 more hours.
Okay.
Fail boxes no in the presence of your agents or fail until every and your book now you share a nearma a
box ni
the 2 BVDs the polling station register, the proxy list, all those things echo box ni mu na nim nia so ye dummy sheet white NDC logo also in the sample nia ye be ni say I was say easy ntem fi say wo ye ntem a na ye be den ye should be to fill your part A ni your part B ya fill your part A ni your part B no your agent no ade chi anopa ojina ho hwe say obe fill o part A no part B na ode a compare say nia e take place our district office no the same thing na eguso ewo box ni mu ana
okay
is the same thing na ewo box ni mu a ewo say one I presiding officer respectfully mudi hu inkita ho enti move filling and distribution of the logistics so is another very, very important point.
Matedok, mamenko Facebook na menkenkan comment ne kakra mesa ba ne aba isinra enkrato modi aba bonte no. Kojo Sempa Furniture Works. So say I'm enjoying this powerful morning show. O say Adom Kumasi no diwe efrim. Na top Thanos XC was say no Cresa MPP edieka and na to man so was say MPP never again. And Mohammed Ibrahim Al Hassan, Adom FM, good morning. Yejoso na yo yate yeda sepa na we die no mamenko efom kakra na fe menhwe de wonso de aba ama aduaje o se o se the whole world is suffering enye Ghana nko a nti NDC ba ebeka dollar ho asem ne se fi forcedi na dokono forcedi sani ade a ya no de wonte asesa se wiase bebia no obia kasa se emu enseda enyosa Isaac Arthur was say abna kache Ghana for se mo money na ho o se NDC o se wo hyen free Madrid, Spain, but can the account the annual voice to the Abawai. Now, Josephine Chumasi was the NDC, dear to the Bia, Yano Monsam, no dear, Omokasa, Yanetrian Sokakra, Nediano, no, and Emmanuel Usum was it Namekase, yeah, so. Okasafa police station agent akoye kowi akire moka se yewia mu anasa ya sesa aba yi vote dodo ekohodom no asesa e wo brana mo agent e wo hodom o se no no etwetwe na so pa e wo sa kwan no so
electoral commission wo police ni soldier for ni ade nyina nkofo anko wia equipment wo electoral commission ho nti eno be da ye ne nwanwa ye da ye ntu ye prumu nso akronfo ntimi nkodan mu
mate adokwasi na ebisa no sinti se wo posifo nti awokoda wonto opunu mu ana ne dia wodi aba eno no Frederick Jan was say Frederick abna ma Dr. Boamah ehunu say examination does not automatically change people's attitude say train no dem o na okay
they are all can say just writing the exams no ensesa attitude no but a two prong so yeah 3 words na you use competence, commitment, and loyalty. Competence no is determined by the exams. The commitment and the loyalty no is based on the background checks,
Man, say number background and
so the competence is the exams. Then the commitment and the loyalty is answered by the background check.
But I say, William Cheto Hado was it every bia now more epetumino, woman to me who be bia clear, sent to be a near the Bomunya Viepa, na Oma Baya Kwesi and Kamasem was say democracy and a Ghana pretino. Now Omna Samuel Sahene, way the farmer Dr. Manebo Mamame was so Shasiabo Mahama Yebiano. Old Mahama Nanu na wadaruma new Mahama Bena wunim apart from the former president or Mahama
visionary Mahama who fixed doom so visionary Mahama na $1
the new Mahama no modeba na say
$1 4.2 and then $1 at 16 visionary Mahama na fuel price 1 gallon and I'm 16 Ghana and then baby da over 60 Ghana cedis, 1 gallon.
Na Abdurazak Kamari doubt obi say and you be I be some me for you have your doubts as saying your specific mama why na yenko enim nana say or say near nede na mami mtadok almost me hostile against your empa. And no. I mean, their understanding.
People have different interpretations.
That's it. Now, DJ Conji, you say I'm not you are doing a great job. Me show a free and price so Martini. I don't know so crew and price so cool. Obome ayo answer we theokrato boy beko ai na ama adua je wose adama se pa mabna nyankopon koso a na wonhyem nyina yeso ye da se insaba neka wose the free public of asama no sabna ma Dr. Boamah ehum se Ghana for enye ready yeso beto ama Mahama biem
onya Ghana spokesperson
but se da se ma yenkwa enra unse isin krato de baye 100,000 Ghana cedis 2020 no 1 and a mano 75,000 Ghana cedis and she da ho 9th September to 13th September 2024 and no mudi ebe nominations no we take home.
In fact edane kwemu
okay
na utie IPAC bra you discuss is as same way krampo na you see the explanation they say actually omatiso you know the explanation of my
almost say
almost actually omatiso if you say o convert it to dollar o de yemfa 100,000 Ghana cedis offer 100,000 Ghana cedis
o de dollars
now the dollars move some time ago nkabe divided by 4.2 and then we discuss it we divided $100,000 by 16 you can imagine the difference.
Okay.
It is just to maintain it at that no crime. Just omatiso. In fact, when they made that argument, nobody could push further. There was your boy is nabaso so affirmative action so biwum. A man so a be contest no money ade with special arrangement and so the ma homo. Nti eno so se Boamah baso wo ho. Nia wasi yama amount for etiase ne say sa sika we ya yituama electoral commission no electoral commission first can no
some of the magic musika sa
what minya a certain threshold that you go back for your money.
It's a tough person.
So ni nyina ye supporter Omane no edema political parties and go for a contesting but substantively no who say forms no on per se each set be a 444 and I would be with it just say they call across the districts no akwa pen for ombe signing ama to say President Mahama it means also call a districts ni na sisi anso ene passwords ni be ready electoral commission ever send the passwords no to yen send e be ya you be to me a download the forms no na register inso na enye I ready yo it register enye ready okay na oko print it na ne ya usidwom say okwa collect signatures na ya exhibition of the I register we na ya exhibition no na o sign ma wo no ni din eni voters I register no mu biwa ehun nsusu aso wo ho enunti when you now traces and cabana here to know in November a major problem. You understand?
So I know they
understand? Okay. I've sent a message to I phone say I was here I don't know. But you ain't trust us. Even in a matter of one day, we can get all these signatures. I'm looking at the smaller political parties, any independent candidates only need the kind of reach because across the country you can just collect just like that with a click. You can get the party structures down there to do it. So sometimes I will see a share and nema we no mu ye when munti and a meaning wo can register no one sem ninti I will see a audit register no ye. Now the right people will be found on the register, and they're very important.
Okay.
Can you imagine say obi ade obi a wewu ID card maybe a oseno. Maybe oseno. Not in the ID card because me share abna na me share obi to say me about MFR power. Maybe a on a voter's ID card, you don't see much of a difference. Now obi ba kwa sign. Sebio, it can create a problem, and that can be a basis for disqualification. So what I say, and even this important step of nomination, no grandpono, is connected back to a credible voters register. Otherwise, a bit to me, a dubious way of disqualifying a candidate. Can you imagine, say, who disqualify a candidate not because of candidate no fault, but because at the time a candidate or sign a man or no, not only say I nipa ni din I register no so.
Okay, Mate, 2020 general election, a big deal at the NDC. 2024. Sorry, 2024, sure. And be ahead of. Mu internal elections and mobile national executives no yet in same bibra now chairman edimamo ebeka about my systems HSA etefa so want to me quality all regions and we and a system no break it down na na was more the manual process no as the director of election at the NDC assurance ben na the NDC members across Ghana as a system will be put in place ebe yedwuma to crank will be declare mo said the more pen or no say vote munya yenye obeka se no be accurate and can be any
system no a socio technical system.
Bubu mame.
What do I mean? Technical no is the IT bit.
Okay.
The social side is the humans that we are going to use. And you know, we've been working on the human side.
Okay.
In fact, and no engage me about 70%, and the technical 30%, if not less. Because when we build this data core of vibrant, competent, committed, and loyal agents across the country, 80% of the problem is solved. But make sure there. Maybe a metiwe.
Yeah.
Me name team. Yeda yensuro se obi ebe disrupting internet. Ana obi ebe disrupting network.
Okay.
And can your problems home. Enti obi and sometimes go for sending all kinds of messages na internet this. Please, if the government will disrupt internet, it is not part of our problems because of the system that we've put in place, and the system are perfect. I can't go into the nitty-gritties of it.
Mate.
If internet is not disrupted, that is an addition. If IT systems are not disrupted, that is an addition.
Okay.
But the assurance also is that I've spoken to you about my own pedigree and when it comes to the ICT ecosystem.
Sure.
Our team, Yaira Koku, fantastic, top-notch. Dr. Tabuatin, top-notch IT people. And other people behind the scenes whose names we cannot mention.
Mate, okay. No, look,
What I'm telling you is our people should focus more on the human aspect of this.
Mate.
And leave the technical bit to us.
Yeah,
because
okay.
Even if we see a system, and on the Pentagon, now at the end of the day, polling agent, or tenase, now you am fill part A of the pink sheet, part B of the pink sheet before voting starts. Now after voting, you am fill part C of the pink sheet, and so now you start your count here. Now because of that, MPP to me we more. O system no results now you de bebrel no. Ebeye then the corrupted results.
Okay.
Is that the results you need? We are interested in collating victory.
Mate.
We are not interested in collating failure. So just as we did in Asen North, and on a lighter note, you go so train MPP results from Asen North.
Mate.
Just as we did in Asen North, we are going to do it bigger and better.
Okay.
So our people should focus on the human aspect, and we thank them. So far, 110,058 polling agents nominated to us. They have left it to us for us to assess them, pass them, do the background checks, and then decide that these are the people that we are using on the D-Day.
Me that say on two issues I me pese a major comment about misinformation. I know national plan Ghana report any mampani akufo do moko ho a omo kasa ye be gidi say enye one party na I say omo enye effect of misinformation across even private people are omonye politicians ekrempo no so no enya sa sintonal na so how no enti unsus who is saying some misinformation the national plan na impey for person mo de ba ebe fight no.
Yeah, my view on it and mekawo I summit na say enra.
Okay.
Say national plan a major stakeholder like NDC. Say I may know ka say you national plan no. 4 months to an election. Yampese beko akoye BBC bia abai epese oka nkrofo kasaboa ehwe yam enunti misinformation and disinformation, we are all concerned about it, but from now to the elections, and me yes I propose no me say journalists, civil society organizations, mo fact checking na mo ye no mun taking a notch a higher. So I propose MDI. I call it Misinformation Disinformation Index, where you know the key actors who speak for the various political parties. Just have a log. You tally when they misinform, and you can decide that, hey, who misinform me 3 times and who disinform me 3 times per. We brand you as not a credible and put a not a credible tag on people. I bet you a lot of these things will stop. That is 1. 2, don't we know that there is a whole factory that produces this disinformation from the presidency? Look, multimedia, we are major sufferers of this. You think say NDC, even the courage to go and use your logo and analyze all the misuse of my logo no whether I say news no against NDC and I say MPP. You understand? They should fix that. Again, I requested the Minister for National Security, Honorable Kandapa, say Sabena a president ko say president decided to misinform Ghanaians. Say review means I cancel.
Okay.
When a President Mahama say, I was say you improve free SHS. Congestion, too much or dormitories. Double track, I was say you fix it. Adriani day and I was say no so you fix it no. Enti obe review I free SHS no. Yenina o memuha. Yet you persistent the President Kufuor say review no say obe cancel free SHS. That is disinformation.
Okay.
Enti no. Please, we expect them. And then again, Mebeka say the elections no so a hinge on a tripod of the security, the judiciary, and the Electoral Commission. And took the Electoral Commission as an example. Masite the amount of wrong information in the Electoral Commission at the FID Ghana for 2020 elections. First one corrected and then corrected again. And then in 2024, the wrong figures are me buy ever corrected via my Facebook page. And also is misinforming people. At the level of institutions, they should also fix those ones. So I think that my proposal about the misinformation, disinformation index, spearheaded by the media, civil society organizations, will be the best. Whilst they provide the so-called document for us all, study a document, near how we can take it forward, going forward.
But as a Dr. Omane Boamah, and I was saying, quickly, but 30 seconds and 1 minute. More presidential candidates, now you're ready for the debate, Anna.
Debate, there is no better debate than for the MPP to debate the economy and solve the economy.
Only when you debate. The
solution I Ghana for here is a relief, hardship. Say I fuel price, baby dano. Omo to me a manage economy ni ayehu bibi. Those are you see the important things on the minds of Ghanaians. Hardship, a com, utande ayento. $1 and there is almost 16 Ghana pound crumple there at that 20.
And the normal circumstance could be Kasenka opposition mum and also a free debate. No, now where the one in power now, Mumu say, what bonnet truck and the one in power now, Mumu say, what bonnet truck and would dear Trenmo air quality for the debate. And Mumu say, Moko, and
a question could be MPP. A deba semna omokaye when they were in opposition. They should answer those same questions.
Why don't you go? Why don't I pose those questions to them?
They are all approach and attitude to debate. And then you understand? So this insincerity, insincerity. Boamah any President Kufuor, what was their position on debate? I President Mahama any Dr. Parkwesi Ndom I debate. Parkwesi Ndom abubuno kra access ne bank no money ade Ghana for lose adwuma because of our banks collapse no basa no money ade nyina no brass debate no koso no den na Boamah ene Akufo-Addo kaye about debate
no
Jesus Christ.
And as a moon to me, Oman Pandada Mahama, into me meeting 101 for debate.
President Mahama is share media. In fact, most of the media people who quizzed President Mahama are far more intelligent than Boamah.
And you're more accepted the challenge.
No, most of the media people who quizzed President Mahama are far more intelligent than Boamah.
Okay.
Check the responses that President Mahama gave at that media encounter. Boamah should go and debate his own over 170 questions. He should fix the economy. His campaign is not kicking.
Medase and Obre.
Mr. Medase.